Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Mike with smartoptiontrading.com. It's Friday, the 12th of July. This is the weekly recap. It goes out to everybody on my subscriber and my newsletter list. It's my website, smartoptiontrading.com, if you're interested in learning more about me. More of that at the end. So, as we come here to the end of the week, it's been a pretty nice week in the markets, guys. I've had a very nice week. And for me, I've been trading mostly early in the morning, and that's really just working for me right now, the way the market's currently configured, right? We've had this beautiful, bottom off of here and move up, consolidation. That was nasty. Pop to a new all-time high, consolidate on the 8-day, pop to a new all-time high, pull back to the 8-day, pop to a new all-time high, and we took out 3,000 this week on the SPX and now 300 on the SPY, and there was much rejoicing around the world. But the truth of the matter is this market is behaving very well, getting very gappy, very low volume. If you look at the volume here today, right now it is almost 3:10 in the afternoon, and we know we're sitting here with 24 million shares traded. This is very characteristic of summertime volume in the markets. And as we go into earnings next week, okay, so earnings season kicks off this week. So, that's what's going to be the big players. For me this week and in my service, what we did is we focused on individual names and didn't care what the markets were doing, as long as they weren't selling off. And the markets were never selling off. All through here, the markets, there was really no volume on the sell-offs. They were inside days, right? We never broke this area. We never violated this area right here, this 295.50 area, right? We held it the whole time. Yesterday when people started on Twitter saying, "Oh my God, they're selling," we weren't selling. It was an inside day, very low volume. And again, just low volume, moving around, very characteristic. The institutions play in the morning and late in the afternoon and into the close. So that said, a lot to like about the markets here and what's going on. Why is Yelp up? Somebody just hit July 36s, and just you see the volume came in behind that. Something that caught my attention. We'll keep an eye on it on next week. But overall, when you look at names, so many names here are acting so well, right? We've talked about this. What's been good here coming up into here? Well, we could talk about Roku. Roku woke up. He had this nice move and spent the last part of this week going sideways, flagging here, consolidating, getting ready. Looks like for a move back up to above the all-time high. Square, which was very nice to me this week, finally woke up. Right, big wake up on volume now. Day 4 extended into the resistance zone. We said 80 was resistance. Got to 82.86, 66. Not a place to be chasing this, but if it pulls back or consolidates, like Square here. Right, nice move on that one as well. Um, Amazon this week, Amazon gave that big move, boom, big move up, high of 2035 yesterday. The kicker here, last Friday they bought this week's 2020 calls. Now this guy is probably the only guy that lost money on Amazon, not once but twice this week. Why? Because I bought on Monday the 2020 calls and I got bored with them and I sold them. I sold them for a couple cent loss when I would have had a massive winner. Those options went from $1.34 to $22. Not gonna cry over it. Then I took a lotto overnight thinking that I could make some money in it, and it just didn't to go anywhere today. And I just got out. It was a one lotto. But it happens, things like that happen. You lose patience, right, in this market. I'm very much about making sure I keep money in my pocket. As we go into next week, this week they've been all over a bunch of different names. Whether it was Dropbox, tremendous buying in Dropbox this week, which I'm still in some, sold some, but it's had a nice move up here. They bought the August 28th. They're looking for something there. Or Cars had big time volume. Car also had big volume. Nice move on that one yesterday. We've seen buying in Baba today. They're buying the September 175s, 20,000 of them traded at last notice. Not doing much, moving up here, moving. JD, there's been flowing all week. That name also waking up, coming into that channel. See, I have a notification here. I want to know when it gets above that. All right. Twitter, another name. I am long Twitter. I am long the August 40 calls this afternoon. Why? Because look at how this is acting. Broke up, woke up, broke the downtrend, has been going sideways above all the moving averages and looks like it wants to go. And I think it's going to try to run into earnings, which is 2 weeks out. I will not hold these into earnings, so we'll see how this works out. Right, so the market's showing lots of signs of life here. Overall, looking very good. There was a ton of flow in CCJ today. Not a name I really know and trade well, but look at that move on volume here. Okay, those So July 11th's got big volume. This is a huge move for this. This thing moves an average of 20 cents a day. All right, what did it move today? So let's call it 63 to yeah, nothing like 60 cents, 3 times its normal move. Micron, another one. They've been piling into flow, closing here on the highs. Beautiful move up, constant flow into this thing. The August 50s now seeing it. Yesterday it was the August 45s and the July 2643s. Okay, nonstop flow. Look at this name, grinding higher slowly. AMD, despite going nowhere today, held in, reconnected with the 8-day just about, and closing green and strong despite having a rough day. So my point is there's lots to do out there. Lots of names look great as we go into earnings next week. We got Netflix next week. We got, I think, Microsoft next week. We got the banks next week. We'll get a full list of this out on Sunday. For me this week, beautiful week for me. My small account, almost $3,500 in profits on a roughly 40K account. I'll take that any day of the week. And you can see I traded a lot of common. I mixed it up with options. And, I traded Roku a bunch, Crowd, OSTK. We'll come back to that. I'm along that, right? Square in here, Dropbox, Amazon, you know, all over the place this week. But it was a nice week. Very, very happy with how this week went in general, and killing it. Let's talk OSTK. OSTK. This name has been building, flagging here now above the 200-day, and I am long January 25 calls. Right or wrong, I think this name is going to have, they're going to sell their retail business, and I didn't want to be sitting there getting in and out of it and worrying about the intraday chop, right? What will happen here is it's closing near highs today on Friday. If there's nothing goes on Monday, they'll drop it back down, and then they'll buy it back up again at the end of the week. So anyway, I hope everybody's had a great week trading. If you're interested in learning more about what I do, please stop by my website, smartoptiontrade.com. You signed up for my free newsletter. If you're looking for teaching, hit me up. But really, what I do is I specialize in is every day, I try to get you guys set for the market. We post everything going on in the market, so I start posting around 6:30 in the morning. I shoot a video every morning that's up around 7:45, no later than 8. And it talks about what I like for the day, what the overnight action is like, and what are some setups and names I'm looking for on that day. I'm live 3 hours a day on the market, so you can interact with me, see my screens, and talk to me real time. I do a recap video talking about what the day was like this video, and what I'm looking at into the next week. And every week we do a subscribing webinar mentoring. This is where I get to talk to you guys or teach and do stuff that I may or may not have time to do during the week. So that said, if you're interested, come on in. $25 for the first 30 days, $100 every month thereafter. Cancel any time through PayPal. I hope everybody's had a great week trading. I'll post some charts on Sunday night. And if you're interested in watching me, I will be on TD Ameritrade for their midday movers at 2:30 Eastern time on Wednesday. Bye, everybody. Have a good one.